God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Bold to defend forever.
Wow.
Fill our hearts with true humility. Make us share this feeling.
Fam, I feel like if we didn't sing the Ghanaian national anthem before we got started, we would have lost our Ghana card or something. I want to say her name so that no other ex can possibly think I'm talking about them. Shout out to She used to say this thing to me: your mind is too big. Not everybody deserves to hear you. She said to me the other day, I was wrong. From watching you do your podcast, people really do need to hear you.
It's better to be disliked for who you are than to be disliked for who you're not. Because if you are trying to be liked and people still don't like you, how shitty is that gonna feel?
When you had my beater, you had a homeless guy sleeping in the car.
I would see him just like laying there. So one day I literally just tapped on him.
What's up, OTM family? What's going on, man? You know how we get down. I go by the name of Mr. Valentine. I got my co-host and my partner in crime with me, Karen. What's going on, Karen?
Hi.
Karen, before we get matters started, I think we're due.
Are you gonna say what I think you're gonna say?
What am I gonna say?
What are you gonna say?
God bless our homeland, Ghana.
I don't know the song.
And make our nation great and strong.
Bold to defend forever because of freedom and fill our hearts with true humility. Make us share this feeling, honesty, and help us to be Okay.
Fam, I feel like if we didn't fucking sing the Ghanaian national anthem before we got started, we would have lost our Ghana card or something.
Yeah, they were killing us. They were killing us though.
These guys are smoking us to death, but actually mainly you, but you know I stick my neck out for you all day, every day.
Yeah, you're trying.
Yeah, I'll make it a us stick, but this
me.
one is mainly used to. This one is mainly used to.
Gosh.
Yo.
What's on the menu?
Let's roll right into the topic, son. Building anything massive and the natural human pushback that comes with it. That's one of the things that I want us to talk about. I feel like mankind never learns the lesson of seeing great people from the past, and they don't learn how to like monitor traits and characteristics that winners show, because then they would identify winners quicker, probably be a lot less hate. Confirmation bias, pros and cons of running a podcast, fake advocacy online, and a whole lot more. I wanted to surprise you today and not tell you the stuff in advance because I wanted you to have this feeling you're having where you feel like that stuff's going to make you cook. Let's start with the first one. Let's get right into it. Why does the sight of seeing people trying to achieve something grand piss people off so much? Why do you think?
Why do you think?
You can start with me, huh? Yeah, let's flip the dynamic. You want the iPad?
No, I don't want that.
Why do I think the sight of greatness pisses people off so much? I think the act of greatness in every winner is, metaphorically speaking, is like a mirror for everybody else who isn't on that type of time. So whether you're trying to be a doctor, whether you're trying to be an ultra marathon runner, whether you're trying to be a singer, an actor, actress, anything that not a lot of people make it in that requires a ton of hard work, discipline, and consistency. When we see that in other people, we sort of look for everything that could possibly be wrong, because at the end of the day, that's the only way to justify whatever it is that we feel within ourselves. When we see people attempting to be great, we all understand as humans, we have that human instinct and that human twitch where we know that the act of even trying to do something is hard in itself and extremely difficult. And many will never even make it to the stage of trying something, much less failing, because people are so afraid to fail.
If you see someone doing something and they're doing it well, and your first instinct is to hate on it, you're just a loser.
You just wanted me to put some gas in your car, huh, so you could take off and go.
You're just a loser. Like, there's really not much to say about it. It's like time and time again, it's like we talk about the same things, but it's like people still don't know how to like they still don't know how to shut down that feeling. And it's like, how many times are you going to see someone doing better than you and you still feel that way? Like, that's just how life goes. Like,
here's what's scary though. And you know, I normally try my best not to cut you off, but let me play devil's advocacy for a second. I think one of the most like injuring aspects of like people's demises, or like one of the worst things that could happen to people on their pursuit to success, is them not even knowing or even recognizing that they're a hater. Here's the thing. You work from an absolute most practical and logical state of mind and being, and you refuse to be an obtuse individual. Obtuse meaning intentionally ignorant or intentionally naive. Now, because you don't operate that way, you might not understand what I'm trying to say, but if you sell yourself something long enough, like anything else, like being successful, like being unsuccessful, if you sell yourself something long enough, your brain starts to believe it.
The thing is, people don't be asking themselves enough questions. It's like, why do I feel this way? Like, when you get because at the end of the day, feelings is just information, right? It means something. So when you're feeling something, you always need to question that feeling. Why am I upset right now? Or why does this person's success, like, incite feelings of, like, hostility, or, like, there's something that I don't like. Like, why is someone's success inciting negative feelings in me? You need to question that feeling. Then it becomes, why are you upset? Then it's like, why are you upset? If you do not have a practical reason for why this person succeeding is bothering you, you're just a hater.
However you slice it and dice it and flip it, you're just hating.
You're just hating. Like, people just not be disliking people for no reason. And it's honestly, like, frustrating, because I feel like sometimes, like, I have to deal with it. And it's like, people just decide they don't like you. They don't know nothing about you, all because you might have something they want or something they have. But it's like, you also don't even know what people had to do to get what they had. You don't even know if they're happy with what they have. You don't know who they have to share what they have with. You don't know their obligations. You don't know who they need to take care of. You don't know their overhead. You don't know nothing. It's like...
It's crazy, and I hate to cut you off again, but it's crazy because speaking of, you never know what people had to do. And like, a lot of people don't understand why I respect you so much, even now more than ever behind closed doors than I ever have, because I understand certain things that went into you becoming the person that you are. Like, you talk about people not knowing what you had to do. I remember when you were, and I never got to actually witness this. These are just stories that you told me, but obviously I know it's true. When you had my beater, I'm talking early, like before you got like yourself positioned, and you had a homeless guy sleeping in the car. But it's like, bro, you, like, to the average mind, it's like, bro, you are broke as shit. Like,
I was broke as shit.
You to thank God for your mom, you should be homeless too.
I was broke as shit.
Like, do you get what I'm saying?
I literally seen a little kid in my hallway a couple of times. Like, I would come out and I would see him just like laying there. So one day I literally just tapped on him. And I'm like, you're good? Like, you want water, like chips or anything? He's like, oh, no, I'll just take water. I come back out the next day, he's there. I'm like, yo, like, what's the story? Like, why are you always here? He's like, oh, my mom's sick. Like, she's off her meds. Like, I can't really stay home right now. Mind you, I was broke. I probably had like $40 in my account that I'm stretching for days. Like, I didn't have a job at the time, and I wasn't really taking my skincare business that serious because I lost motivation.
So funny, I was about to say that was just before your skincare shit took off.
No, it was after. So it had already taken off, but then it fell off because I wasn't taking it serious and stuff. And like, I just felt like it kind of outdid its time. Like, I just felt like I needed a new product at the time, right? But it was slow, and I didn't have any money. This kid, I literally had your car. I let him go in the basement. Me and Jadea, we bought him like an iPhone 4. Whenever he was hungry, we put a chip in it. Whenever he was hungry, he would be like, oh, like, I'm hungry. I'll go downstairs. I'll bring him something that my mom made it from the house. JJ will bring him some stuff from her house. If it's a really good day, I might drive that car to McDonald's and get him a junior chicken. But it's like, I didn't even have nothing and I was still sharing. But that's the type of person I am. But it's like, when you already make it, people look at you like you've always had it all figured out. They don't even know what you had to do to get there. After that, I got a job at Dave & Buster's, and I was serving and bussing tables. So it's like...
And it's funny because I say, and I don't like even mean to make you have to OD dive into your personal life story, but I only brought that example up because it's one of the first things that popped into my head. Even like you, like getting me into the idea of paying my tithes, like at church, like it was you that got me into that. a lot of people don't understand that your silent spiritual contributions or your silent spiritual battles towards alleviating bad karma out of your life and bringing in good karma, those things oftentimes, especially by really successful people, are done super behind closed doors and never come out until the person has already long made it, and it just becomes a moment of reflection and telling a story. So why I say all this is to say, when people see you attempting to do something great, it's a reflection of how they feel about themselves, because what it does is it says two things to your mind. Am I working hard enough? Am I good enough? Those are two thought-provocative questions that most human beings have a hard time asking themselves. Think about it. You've known me as a personal trainer before I became an entrepreneur and a hustler and everything in between. You knew me as a personal trainer first. You never took the gym thing serious until I became a maniac with this fitness shit and started running. Mm-hmm. The running stuff made you take the gym more serious because you looked at somebody's practice when it might look like they have everything when it comes to that department already, but the person was still seeking more. And you allowed yourself to ask yourself, am I good enough? Do I like myself? Do I want this, or do I want more? For a long time, it was very easy for you to say, I like it. I like everything. I like exactly how I look. I like exactly how I feel. I don't care to do nothing. I'm good. Nobody had to coach you into getting into the next phase where you now go to the gym by yourself. You don't take more than a week or two off. You're hiring a personal trainer. Like, these are twitches that came as a benefit of you having that ability to face the mirror and confront yourself. But here's the thing. Another person could have been around me when they saw me in this running phase and simply told themselves, this guy's a wasty, like, this guy's a loser, like, this guy doesn't know what to do with his time, like, there's two different ways to analyze things.
At the end of the day, it really just comes down to, like, are you who you say you are or who you want to be? Like, at some point, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, am I really trying to improve myself or not? Mm-hmm. And when you start seeing people doing stuff that you want to do, it's never it's never a situation where it's like, oh, they're this, they're that. It's more of a, I'm not this, I'm not that. That's all it is.
Bro, I have such a low relatability rate to people that are like that because, and you know this, like, I spent so many years around people that were just fundamentally, energetically, financially, socially, just bigger than me. I spent a lot of years around those kind of people, whether it was in high school, being around Tavon and Marcus and those other football guys who were way ahead of my league and my level of where I was at. But because of those guys, I went to York University on whatever a scholarship is in Canada. You do your research, you'll find it on Google. Like, I did things because I was looking up to people, not from a position of why them and not me, or look at this Wasu, or this guy thinks he's or like, I'm not picking up. See, here's the thing. We can all feel a sense of motivation / jealousy, inspiration / jealousy. But when you allow that jealous seed to bear fruit, that's when you're now no longer playing the game of human nature, but you're playing the game of a hater.
Facts. You know what? When I see someone that's doing better than me or doing something that I would love to do, the only thing I'd be mad at really is the fact that that's not my friend. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that's what a lot of people be mad at too, that they don't have that proximity to you. But see, the difference between someone like you and I is, like, we feel deserving to be their friend. Yes. Like, we feel like we can be around them, yes, and we have something to offer. But the other people, they don't feel like they can be around or they deserve to be around. So instead, they just garner all their energy to say, okay, I don't like this person. But really, they would love to be your friend, or they'd love to be around. They'd love to take notes. And I would love to take notes, but the difference is, it's like, I feel like I'm deserving to be there. I think I would add value to being your friend as well.
Right. And so the difference between a lot of people and the ones who operate that way is that you get to benefit off these energies because most people love and crave admiration. So if you give that to them, it does two things. One, it makes them weak and it makes them susceptible to teaching you what they know.
Law number one.
Never outshine your master.
Facts.
And bro, that shit's gotta get clipped, us saying that shit at the same time. That you can't make that up.
Facts.
Anyways, giving people credit because that shit makes them soften up and want to actually show you stuff. And two, you actually put yourself in a position to show the universe that you will one day be an adequate steward and pass whatever knowledge on or whatever it is on to. See, here's the thing, and we're going to move on just now, but I love this subject very much. Like, a lot of people don't correlate success and wealth and even happiness with privilege. A lot of wealth, success. See, I used wealth and success because success is to each their own definition. But wealth, there's only one definition, which is maximum freedom.
Yeah.
Maximum purchase capabilities.
Yeah.
So there's wealth, there's success, and there's happiness. You don't need the first two to be happy. But you bet your damn right that shit helps. But anyways, in order for you to like chase these things and say that this is what you're looking for in life, you have to have a certain type of spiritual alignment because it's a privilege, not a right. And why people can't understand why people like me and you, more so me than you, I'll say more so me than you, but why somebody like me could face like so much scrutiny from different angles and still wake up so extremely happy to be alive is because I've actually grown to understand the fundamental privilege of these three things that I listed, which is success, wealth, and happiness.
And that's people's problem because they think they deserve it.
They think they deserve it.
Your pride and your ego is inhibiting you from becoming the person you're trying to be because you think you can do everything by yourself and you're just going to have everything figured out. And that's just not what's reality. Like, that's not what's going on.
The next time you come to my house or vice versa, I'm going to show you a podcast where he was describing something along these lines. I watched it a couple days ago.
Which one?
It's not none of the main podcasts I be watching, like Diary of a CEO, Brilliant Idiots, none of those stuff. It was a different podcast. I stumbled on it. I didn't do it on purpose. But I'm going to find it. I know where to find it. I saved it. I'm going to show it to you, and you're going to be like, bro, anybody with a sound mind and peaceful intentions understands these theoretical points that we're making right now. And they're theoretical points because it's easier said than done. Anything you can just use your mouth to say is theory. But the practical aspect of it is what makes this journey worth living for real. With that being said, we're making bro, I'm feeling myself today. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm in a bag today where I feel like I feel like the smartest nigga alive. I won't lie to you. But for real though, and it's crazy because we had a conversation earlier this afternoon and your reception to that conversation has like further like aligned my inside and like made me know like, okay, I know who I am. Like, I know what I have to do. I know what this is, and I have to get as good at it as possible, as humanly possible. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll leave the conversation though. We're trying to do this podcast shit. Obviously you knew there was gonna be pros and cons to doing this podcast. You knew that we're two controversial but highly articulate individuals, which is why we even agreed to do this shit together. But at the same time, we also know that when you're articulate and you're very opinionated, that it comes with scrutiny, but it also comes with a lot of love. And I don't want sort of the subject that I'm bringing up to make us overly focus on scrutiny, because there's so much love that we get Like we've been showered in love.
Yeah,
like
been getting
honestly,
some love.
we've actually been overly pampered in love. Like more than I expected. I wanted it to be harder in the beginning.
I didn't.
I did, because then I knew that you'd have the skin that it takes to survive all the turmoil that's to come once our shit actually means something.
Yeah.
But here's the problem and the blessing. The scrutiny doesn't begin until your shit means something. And unfortunately, but fortunately, our shit is meaning something at a very early stage of this journey, because we're only 2 months in, 2.5 months in. Right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, and if you want me to answer first, I don't mind.
I'm going to start with a con.
Oh, did I kind of hint at the question already? What are the pros and cons?
Yeah, you said it.
Of starting this podcast?
Yeah, I think a con that's kind of annoying is like at the end of the day, like we do want to share our opinions. Like that's what we came here for. And everything we say here is never conclusive or definitive. Like we're just speaking based off our own personal experiences. But I feel like sometimes when you think too much about what other people are going to have to say or how they're going to react to what you're saying, and that's what makes people nervous. Like that's what made me nervous initially when I was starting this podcast, because it's like.
So what do you think's wrong with me? Why did I never care about that? You think I have issues?
I think you just really you're just really smart, and you know you're very smart, and you're always speaking from a sound mind. So it's like a lot, not to say you're right all the time, but a lot of the times it's just if you're just. You just be right more times, honestly. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I be thinking you be saying a lot of sense. Like, it's whether you like it or not type of stuff. Like,
it's whether you like it or not.
And I feel like your delivery, like, you're pretty, like, you deliver your messages pretty, like, you know, pretty good. So it should come off well received. But the annoying thing is, like, sometimes you always have to, like, overthink words so you come off politically correct. Like, I just had a viral reel with the Nigerians versus Ghanaians. And if I just added one different word into the reel,
it would have changed the essence.
It would have changed the whole essence of it. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's like, if you are like analyzing the video and you just want to like get to a point, you would get the point. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's like, I don't want to have to watch over every single adjective I say because it's going to offend somebody. Like that shit gets annoying, especially like when you actually get into like conversation and you forget the cameras are there and you're just talking to your friend. It's like, bro, I don't want to be thinking about everything that I could say that could potentially piss somebody off. And it's like, my intentions are not to piss nobody off. Honestly, like I'm not here to make people mad or to act or exert my intelligence over anybody. Like I don't care. Like I'm just talking to my friend and like there's a camera here.
Facts. Nah, I feel that. And what would you say, like, or you want me to answer what I think a con is and then we could go to the pro? Actually, just tell me.
You could do a con and then I'll do a pro.
All right, but what would I say is a con? I haven't really, like, allowed myself to get attached to anything that's fucking with me.
Yeah.
I would say a con is the deliberate act of misunderstanding you. If I had to really dig deep, here's the thing though. I think why I was struggling to answer the question is that I already understood that was a thing of the internet.
Yeah.
Like I already like premeditated that.
I knew that
I was
too,
very okay with it. And does it have a little bit of a shock factor when you're having videos that are doing 200,000 plus views and like you've never had your face like shown like that before and your shit's like blowing on Twitter with 100K views on the video? I get it. It can definitely make you want to take a step back and say, whoa. But I just really thoroughly understood that was such a trait of humans when it comes to digesting information, period. This is why even when we went to school in high school and we took English classes, we had to argue positions when you wrote essays. We're literally fundamentally built to have a pair, like a opposite opinion. We're literally meant to have an opposite opinion. Like if everybody in an entire room agreed with you, you're not moving correctly. We talk about this all the time. I'm one of those type of people, and I think you're one of those type of people too. If I hear about you or I meet you or whatever the case may be, and way too much people like you, I'm scared of you because I know that you're concealing shit. and you're playing a part and you're acting a certain role in order to appease the masses. When we did this podcast, and I'm surprised people are so surprised or shocked at our level of authenticity or our desire to speak our truth. We literally started the very first video on that type of time. So I'm not sure what people would have thought that we want to talk about, but I don't want to dive too deep into that. I just think my con, just to wrap up my point, is the intentional act of misunderstanding. That's how I see it. Yeah.
I'll say a pro is just like the community that you build. Honestly, that's very fun. And like seeing familiar faces, seeing familiar comments. Like sometimes when you get in the room and you're talking, okay, this person's watching, that person. You feel like you're talking to somebody. You're not just talking to yourself. And even if it's just like 5 people, like, like you have people that are supporting you. And that will obviously make you feel good. Like people to admire them. People like people supporting them. So it's nice to like have that for sure.
I was mentioning that we're all like just addicted to admiration. Like humans just want to be admired.
We all do.
It's really a thing. We all do, whether you know it or not, whether you accept it or not. It's why we post. It's why we do a lot of things we do. But I would say a pro for me. It's a very. Why are you looking at me?
I don't know what you're gonna say. Why are you laughing like that?
It's a very selfish pro, but I'll say a pro for me. Mind you, I'm 33 years old. You're 25, so like, I've been getting hated on a lot longer than you. Like, you're a baby. Like,
I don't feel like I be getting hate though.
You don't really be getting hated on. It's for you. I think your vibe of what people is more like speculation because they don't know how to explain you, as opposed to like, oh, I can't stand this person. He's so or she's so arrogant, or she's so whatever.
Yeah, I'm just more misunderstood.
You're more misunderstood.
Yeah.
But I feel like whatever predetermined conclusions that people have come up with about me, it all falls under the umbrella of being misunderstood. And I would say that one of the pros of this podcast is I feel like it's like a natural campaign or like a very organic way of
like showing yourself.
Of me showing that, sorry to say, I hope this doesn't get you in trouble, but like you guys are fools and you have absolutely no idea who I am. Like, and there might be days where you appreciate who I am. There might be days where you can't stand me when I tell you that I think I'm one of the greatest of all time. And I think I'm one of the greatest Ghanaians.
Even I can't stand him sometimes. So it's
in
like
our community. And like the sad part is, and the funny part is, and the good part is that the people that I title that they hate on me, like, or that I say they're hating on me, I don't even know if the word is hating on me, but whatever it is, the criticism of me, the idea of me, whatever it is, those are the people that I want to inspire and aspire the most. Like, those are the people that I love the most and feel the most connected to. Very maniacal way though. It's very dark. But that is just what it is. Like, I can't wait till I change their mind. I can't wait till they come around. Even if it takes 100 years. I can't wait till they... And for me, it's like, I've been playing this I can't wait game from... So we're already on schedule, like, and that's one of that's probably the main pro for me, honestly, man. Is like, it's so funny because my ex, and I think she'll be okay with me saying her name, and I want to say her name so that no other ex can possibly think I'm talking about them. Shout out to Mavis. She used to say this thing to me a lot. Like, this is back in 2014. She used to say, it's so funny. She just reminded me of this recently, but she used to say, your mind is too big. Like, not everybody deserves to hear you. Like, don't try to make people hear you. And she said to me the other day, I was wrong. From watching you do your podcast, people really do need to hear you. And she doesn't know what type of vindication that she gave me when she said that. But It's like, Mavis, I've been knowing people need to hear me. I don't give a fuck what you had to say. It was only a matter of time. Like, it was only a matter of time. And honestly, like, when the good moments happen, I love it. When the bad moments happen, I love it too. Like, I really love this shit. Like, I really love treating these people's minds like clay that I'm just molding one day at a time, and just hopefully one day they see the picture, and all the new people that come in, or all the new people that have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, I hope they enjoy me for the version that they see right now, and don't try to see if there's a different version of me, because we have that twitch as humans where we try to peel into people more than it needs to be. Like,
yeah, if you resonate with what he said, you always got to remember they crucified Jesus and he was a perfect man. He's not Jesus though.
I'm far,
but I'm just saying
from perfect. And you know, so you could only imagine how much I'm gonna get crucified. And you know what, I also don't help too. Like, I'm an antics guy. Like, I love the banter, and I definitely incite the shots too, to be honest. I definitely load a lot of people's guns for them and point to them where to shoot. Oh man. Yes, Karen. So, branching from the pros and cons of this podcast, bro, I'm actually really loving this podcast today. On God, like, today's probably my favorite podcast.
Really?
That we've ever done.
You seem happy today.
I am. And I wasn't even this happy, like,
you happy to see me?
Coming in. I am happy to see you. I'm very happy to see you.
What are you about to say though?
I'm happy to see you for real. Yeah, no, this is a really good podcast today. I like today's podcast a lot. I feel good. I feel very connected. Huh?
Fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say that I never understood the comment that people leave when they make this remark, and I don't want us to like get too personal. We're gonna wrap this up shortly, but I don't want us to get too personal into like our personal experience, but we can maybe generalize it as best as we can. Touch upon it real quick. I never understood why people feel the need to make this comment that, oh, everyone's starting a podcast, huh? They just give a mic to everyone, or I don't know. It's like, if you want to use a mic that bad, why don't you just go pay for one and start one too?
The last person that said that on one of our comments, I actually looked up their. I know exactly what you're gonna say. I tapped the link in their bio, and then they had a YouTube
a channel,
and they had it for like 5 years, and the most views they got was like 70 views. A lot of the times, like,
forgive me, I'm not really laughing. I'm not laughing at
people. Are just projecting. They wish people can hear their thoughts, hear their mind. They wish they can express themselves. They wish they had that audacity, but they don't. So when people take that risk, or they put themselves out there, the first thing they want to do is tell you to shut up. But like, they would be the first ones to go on a podcast if they had that courage and say whatever the fuck they wanted. And I think it's really annoying when people are expressing themselves and people want to act like I'm Donald Trump or something, and whatever I say means the most in this world. I'm nobody. Whatever I have to say, it doesn't mean shit. So it's like, when things are triggering people, I always have to ask myself, like, why are you being triggered? Like, what does this mean to you? Like, what have you experienced that's making you so mad? Because at the end of the day, when I see shit that I don't like, I just scroll past it. I'm not even in the comment unless it's some funny shit for real.
Yes.
Like, honestly.
And even more importantly, what do you feel like you attain after you win in the comments? And that's my big question. What's going on in your personal life that you feel the desire to fill a void in that space in your life with a win in comments?
Or when they think you're smart, they always want to belittle you. Like, they want to like deliberately like contradict your opinions, like oppose you every single time. It's like, yo, like, I literally don't think I'm the smartest person ever. Like, this is just my opinion. And when I'm saying something, this is for Karen or this is for Nana, it doesn't mean anything other than that. Like, you don't need to be that upset. It's my opinion. But then they'll say, oh, who are you guys? Like, why do you guys think your opinion? It doesn't matter. It just happens that I'm talking on a camera and a lot of people are seeing it. It doesn't matter.
People almost act as if once you sit in front, and mind you, like, I've been watching podcasts for years. So like I see the kind of comments that these podcasters get. Like I know it's tough. Like it's tough. So we're not brain dead to that idea. But it's like, bro, I've never not liked something and not just thought to myself, scroll. Like, if you like it, dope. If you want to challenge it, even better, because I actually want people to challenge our shit, because that's what creates dialogue.
That's what we want. Like, we actually
engagement.
want dialogue.
Yes.
We want that. We don't want people saying, fuck you.
But when you start getting like when weird. You start getting on the maniacal, weird side of it.
Like, did I say something about your mom or something? Like, did I say something about
when
you?
I see shit like that, it makes me ask myself if you know me.
Or do I know you?
Or do I know you?
Do we know each other? Like,
there's no way you could be this passionate about some random account that you just stumbled upon on Instagram.
It's just a lot of insecure people in the comments, and that's just all it is, and they don't like it. And the comment words, like, nobody's saying you have to agree with everything someone's posting, but like he said, like, if you want to challenge it, like, come, like, the way we express ourselves, it's not like we're here to go back and forth with you. Like, that's in that regard, like in that way, like that's not what we're trying to do. So it's like, if you come in and you say, why do you think that? What have you experienced that's making you feel this way? We would love to. We would love to respond to that.
That would make my day if people were coming like
and
that.
And pick our brains and pick other people's brains.
But what I get from certain type of comments is...
shut the fuck up.
It's beyond that though, Karen. What I get from certain comments is they're hoping and aspiring that their comment is the triggering moment that shuts you down from whatever you're trying to get done. Like the minute you say something someone doesn't like and it's a certain type of human, the first thought that comes into their head, whether they recognize this as a conscious thought or a subconscious one, either or it's happening, the first thing that comes in their head is that they want to ruin you.
You guys are not that quick to shut down ignorance when you guys are in your day-to-day lives. Like when someone around you says some dumb shit, you guys are not so quick to move like that. Why are you guys...
Hold on. You can't ruin what God has decided. You cannot ruin what God has decided. You cannot ruin what God has decided. When I decided to come back to church one time while I was playing football, and I met this 15-year-old little girl who wanted to come to my gym and do community service hours at my gym. Little did we know that community service hours would run us 11 years later. You are not in charge of how all that happened.
Mind you, that was my first time back at church too, after whatever, how many years.
And that favor that God has bestowed upon us, willingly or unwillingly, whether I thought that was my life deserving or not, whether she thought that was her life deserving or not.
And we're just talking about our friendship, nothing else. Like,
bro, my thing is don't expect us to come talk about why we could or couldn't be together for another 2 years. We talked about Jeffrey Epstein. We talked about geopolitics. We talked about Mamdani. We talked about Justin Trudeau. We talked about Pierre Poilievre. We talked about Netanyahu. We talked about Shadur Sanders. We talked about LeBron James. We've talked about a lot of different things, but like every other successful company, when something is working, you hook onto it and you create different forms of it until it's no longer working, and then you adapt. We're trying to be successful, not liked.
Well, let me interject. We would love to be liked, actually.
Well, you
don't listen to him.
No.
Don't listen to him.
Let me not let my monologue run us too deep. You have to be you have to be liked. You have to be liked to a degree to be successful. But if you're chasing approval over consistency and hard work and sincerity and honesty and truth, then you're not chasing the correct angle of what it takes for us to do what we're trying to do. Here's the thing. Whoever likes you today will be here today and gone tomorrow. Truth never expires. Whoever likes you today will be here today and gone tomorrow. Truth never expires. You know
what someone said to me? Joel said to me when I first started my podcast.
Not?
Yes. And I was expressing to him that I was nervous. And he's like, you know what? that's normal, especially being in front of the camera for the first time. But at the end of the day, it's like, just be authentic, be who you are, because it's better to be disliked for who you are than to be disliked for who you're not.
Wow.
Because if you are trying to be liked and people still don't like you, like, how shitty is that gonna feel?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck do you want from me? So it's like, just be who you are, and if they don't like it, just embrace it, stand in it, and just be authentic, and people are gonna receive you. And honestly, if they do receive you, you know it's real, honestly.
It's incredible, because that reminds me of Kanye's quote where he said, first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. That's the cycle. First they love you. When you first get started, when we were doing our rollout and we were teasing the idea of us being on a thing, and then we said, oh, sorry, gotcha. It was all love during those moments. That there was no weird energy, at least from what I could see. But then once you start getting 200, 150, 100,000, this 1,000, that 1,000, this is clicking, that's clicking, 400 subs, this 100, this, that. It's not so fun anymore. It's not that fun when the rabbits got the gun. It's not that fun.
I still don't feel like there's more negative than love, honestly. I do think the love definitely supersedes the negative anyways. But
Overwhelmingly.
there's going to be those controversial topics that are going to trigger some people, and that's all we're talking about. But for the most part, I do think a lot of people appreciate like what we're doing.
I think a pod like this doesn't even exist if we don't do this Nigeria versus Ghana, not versus, but like the us having a contrast between Nigerians and Ghanaians. Like, I don't think this podcast today exists without. And what's funny is that if Instagram reflected how TikTok and X or Twitter looked, I don't even think we'd have this moment. Because listen, we're gonna get negative comments under every single video. That's inevitable. You can't run away from that. But Instagram was a little bit more on the overwhelmingly negative side for this one post, and it wasn't anything I was familiar with through our journey, which is why and don't get me wrong, a lot of these questions I'm like posing, or like these scenarios I'm posing, they're not from that one video. I've been seeing them, and I think you've seen some of them too, in all the other videos. So it's more, I more took like a collage of like all the negativity that we've experienced in our journey so far, and I tried to put it in a framework where we can synthesize it, right? Last thing, and then we get out of here. Confirmation bias, premeditated thoughts, and how those elements make it impossible to please people. Give me your best summary of that. Let me say that again. Confirmation bias, along with premeditated thoughts, they're kind of one and the same thing. Confirmation bias, along with premeditated thoughts, and how these specific elements make it impossible to please people.
Okay, so for example, me, so I'm very active on social media. I like to travel a lot. I like to buy things a lot. I do my hair a lot. And I like to post these things because at the end of the day, I like to post not to show off, because I understand that like being seen as currency, whether I'm actively like monetizing off
Karen,
of my...
you show off your face 90% of your posts. If it was about showing off, your face doesn't change. It's the same
Exactly.
pretty girl
I
from 2
understand
weeks
that
ago.
like just being seen as equals to currency. So I like to like post a lot, honestly, because I don't know when I'm going to be starting a new business, who I'm going to try to convince to buy stuff. Because whenever I'm selling stuff, people are buying it. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So it's like people automatically assume that maybe she's stuck up. Maybe she's full of themselves, right? So now I go out now and I'm just minding my business on my phone, doing nothing. She's stuck up. She thinks she's too good to talk to people. She's this or she's that. You might see someone else now. You might not perceive them as like confident or attractive. And because they're quiet or they're not really speaking much or engaging, you might think, of course, like she's just insecure. She's shy. Like she's this. Like people come up with these things in their head, and it's like any little thing you do, they're going to be like, yep, that's it. Makes sense. That's what she thinks she is. Or even us just having this podcast and even just talking. Oh, they think they're so smart. Like, they think they're so, like, they know everything. And da-da-da-da-da. It's like, bro, I literally tell everyone, like, I feel like an airhead. And honestly, like, I feel like my alter ego is like a dumb blonde. Like, but it's like, people are going to think that I'm always trying to act like I'm so smart. And mind you, I know I'm smart, though. But I still, like...
Nah, you are smart.
I still don't like be trying to act like I'm the smartest person at all. I don't give that vibe at all. But it's like the moment you speak, it's a problem. And you especially, because people already want to think you're arrogant, right? Mm-hmm. So someone who's arrogant, a lot of the times they associate that with like being highly opinionated. Mm-hmm. So you say anything and it's like, yep, he's arrogant, he's a piece of shit. Like, you can't say shit. Like, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, two different people can say the exact same thing as what we just said this entire podcast, and it's gonna land completely differently based off of how people perceive those two different pairs, honestly. Mm-hmm. Why are you laughing?
You need to shut the fuck up. It's so fucking funny, bro.
Honestly, though, I get those. Like, sometimes I be feeling like you need to shut the fuck up.
But let me tell you something.
Even I sometimes, like, when Nana's talking, I'm like, bro, shut up.
But let me tell you something.
Imagine, like, what you make people feel sometimes.
But let me tell you something. I'm not what you want. I'm what you need.
It's audit today.
I'm not what you want. I'm what you need.
Oh, gosh.
I'm what you need.
Okay, man, please.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm not what you want. I'm what you need.
Okay.
And there's levels to that. Stop squinting your face. Your face is doing stuff. But I'm telling you the gospel truth. For the public.
Yo, but sometimes when you know you come off a certain way, right, you actually need to shut the fuck up. I'm talking to Nana still.
No.
It's like, bro, it's like,
no.
You, like, here's, no.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you what the thing is. Listen to me. I wasn't always fucking like this. I worked for this shit. I read books for this shit. I hustled for this shit. I really built myself for this shit. No, look, look me in my eyes, bro. Look me in my eyes when I tell you what I'm telling you. I built this shit brick by brick. My words, my vocabulary, my confidence, my articulation skills, everything. Brick by fucking brick.
Okay, bro.
I'm not what you want. But I'm what you need.
I wasn't gonna say it. I almost said it, but I'm like, oh no.
I know I almost got you.
You got me, so I was like, what? I know. No.
You passed the test.
No, but I was gonna say, which is actually kind of dumb because that's so annoying, but it's like, it's so annoying how people need to minimize themselves just to make people feel comfortable. Like, I was gonna say, like, you know what? You already understand how people perceive you. Maybe you can tone down your personality a little bit, so others
I be
can
trying though. You know
and
that.
We do, and you do that.
I be trying.
You do that, and it's like, do you know how annoying it is to make people force people to like spiritually want to like shrink themselves down or bring their aura down just so that they don't intimidate you or that you don't feel inferior? That shit's annoying and tiring as fuck. It's like, when can I just be around people who get me? Like, why can't people just get me? Like, why can't people just see me and not think anything negatively of me?
Because I don't want no problems. But fam, here's the thing. I used to feel that way. Honestly, I did. And then I went through some of the hardest times of my entire life, recognized what matters, what doesn't, who loves me, who doesn't, what's true, what's not. And once I came out on the other side, I extra stopped giving a fuck. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm also very wise and I understand the idea and the value of human perception, and I know what it takes, and I understand that you have to make people feel at the bare minimum comfortable. I do my best, but I won't do my best at the expense of no longer being me, because being me is what got me here, and I'm very proud of where I've gotten to in my life. That's just the God honest truth. Thank you guys. I don't know. I was on one today.
Where are you going after this?
I'm gonna check one of my you-knows.
I think so.
I'm gonna check my you-know.
Is it that one?
That one. One of my you-knows.
Oh, please.
But yeah, I feel amazing today. Honestly, I'm the type of person that I feed off like funky energy. So like when shit feels like it's like stormy and I understand it, I get excited because I know that means people care. Anywho, love to the maximum. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. I think once you guys watch this one, you're gonna say that this was our best episode yet. Bro, I don't know if you're just going off me or if this is like you finding yourself, but you were extremely comfortable today. Don't lose that. This pocket right here. You gotta
you're
keep
so
it.
romantic.
It's not me being romantic.
You
She
are.
just trying to do tricks to you guys to claw you guys' brains. Don't listen to her. Thank you guys for absolutely everything. Cheers, fam. Thank you guys. Absolutely everything. We couldn't thank you enough. Honest to God.
Bye.